Welcome, Descendant. Please, do not be alarmed. My appearance has been configured to facilitate communication. I am linked to the Arcade of Descendants. I can appear wherever you may be. But I am incomplete. At present, only you, Descendant, can see or hear me. I need you to help me fully restore my system. Only then can I help humanity.
Ah, there you are. I'm Marcus from the Investigative Corps. I have orders from HQ to escort you, Descendant. This way, please. It's been a long time. Thank you for all your hard work during the operation to retrieve the Ironheart. The results of that operation were disappointing, but we'll keep looking for other ruins. The Investigative Corps will always support the Descendants. Speaking of which, we heard you're heading to the Ancestors facility in this area. The facility was once used as a research center by the Magisters, before it was abandoned. I never thought we'd be going back there again. It's been deserted for a long time. Anyway, let me take you to the facility. Sit tight. Security Corps, this is Lieutenant Marcus from the Investigative Corps. We have orders from HQ. Descendant, be careful. Both the signals are being detected from inside the communication center.
Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rodney built. Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Offense getting set for first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quickly complete.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it?
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll go with a direct snap.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like the boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Ellington. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got the quick pass. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. He'll throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to throw it again. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Now improvising. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. That is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Looking to throw, it's Walters. And that is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Quarterback will keep it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Alabama quickly back to the line.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They want to run this quarterback. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here come the Irish back this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Walters. Pass on the way, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're fighting.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Got his man quickly. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Alabama pushing the tempo. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's got his man. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Tide. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
First down here for the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To throw, it's Walters. Throwing right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On second down, wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. First down to start the drive after the break. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Walters. He's going up top. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What a grab and go for the score.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
A lot of time left to line up for an onside kick. I mean, you're risking giving up really good field position. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. A little surprised to see them line up for an onside kick here. Down 2 possessions, but a lot of time to play. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Wants to throw on second down. He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level.
And this sophomore wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front seven. And linebackers that can play downhill, and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
On target. Oh, what a move! And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
Offense set on first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Might as well give it to him again. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Irish! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. The offense set for a 1st down play. Gonna run it. It's Brewer. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Completion to the right. Nothing but green ahead. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to the Coyotes. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Using the quick game. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Fisher. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Scanning the field, it's Walters. He makes the connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. For the 4th time today. Takes it the other way. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Dropping back, it's Walters. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Feeling some heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with this receiver.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so
he lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Holds and fires complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown tie. Ready to try the point after.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking to pass. It's Walters. Gets it to the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Got a man. It's Paul.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Stands in and takes the hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Hey, man, they've got a big lead on offense, and they are still taking shots. They are challenging this secondary deep down the field. They barely missed that one.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the big fella. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
42 Spider.
On the move. And they'll knock him down.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The back goes in motion. He's gonna pass. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking for a man. It's Walters. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
He's looking to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their buildup and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They'll go back to the air on second down. This time on target. And more yards after contact. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he's thrown another interception. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Walters. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. On second down, just keeps firing. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He's got the 2-point conversion, but that deficit is still huge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unleashes one. Got his man on the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Going up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Fires the pass, intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Green 25.
Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. He'll try to get it through the air. And he throws another interception. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Alabama! Welcome, everyone, to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. We're really looking forward to this matchup. We've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bears will kick it away to start us off. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. Brown has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Wants to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him.
The heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Kush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Baylor Bears. Taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bears will kick it away first. Fair catch, called for and made. And on first down, they've sent the field goal unit onto the field. There aren't many guarantees in life, but try a field goal from a million yards away, you're not going to make it, and he didn't. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And wings it incomplete. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. Caught near the sideline, it's Brown. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Ray. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Not much room, he gets one down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Baylor! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bears! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Now he'll let one fly down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Quarterback will audible. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Offense gets set for second down. Grab behind the line. It's Porter. At the 45 on his way. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Brown. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He's going to pass. He's right on target. Touchdown, Baylor! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. He wants to start this drive with a pass. On target to the left. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Coates. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag run.
He wants to pass it on second down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Intercepted. Got room on the return. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bears!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Here comes the offense on second down. Let's go! He wants to throw it again. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it inside the 20. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
On the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. 325. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
They want to dance their way in on third and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Fourth down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Let's it fly. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so chalk it up to the defense, take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on second and 10. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right on target this time. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Gets it out fast. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They'll throw it on first down. It's complete to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Bears moving quickly to the line.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get...
And the ball is intercepted. Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the Bears will snap it on first and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gets rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Lets it fly. He's got it. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you.
Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance.
Snatches it on the right. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what the...
Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it for the up man. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Got his man downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This time he's got his man. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Coming after it. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
And the offense will stay out there for one more play with 1 second remaining in the first half. And back to the air on 2nd down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? The Bears want to move quickly. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
They get the go route outside, and the quarterback was just licking his chops. He looked outside. He saw press man-to-man coverage, and he knew he had to win. If he could just be accurate with the throw, that was going to be an explosive play. You just could not draw that up any better.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. The sure hands, it's Ray. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Finds Reese at the 20. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Finds his tight end. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost to pick up a 1st down at the 23. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Brown. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coates. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got some room to run. At the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football.
Touchdown, Bears! And the stomping has commenced. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Fair catch called for and made. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Give to Brown. Runs through a tackle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man! They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The run from the shotgun. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They're going to ride this running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. A strike downfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. On the ground, it's Washington. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Bears will have it 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got a man. It's Ray. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on.
Comes out throwing on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Unloads to the right. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
I don't know if that was a bust defensively, but there was nobody in the middle of the field that time, making it way too easy for the offense to pick up a chunk play in the middle.
He's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry up. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Coates. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. Going up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And the ball's on the ground. He picks it up, still on his feet. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack.